YouTubers, Jace here from the EDC zone. Today I'm going to be having a look at a sheath that I was sent after requesting it from a company called R.A.E Gear. Now that stands for Recognize, Assess and Execute. They're an American company. It looks like there's two people, a husband and wife team, Justin and Jennifer Myers. I've seen this company for a while on Instagram, and when I was searching for some sheaths for my Leatherman Surge here, and just trying to see what else was actually available really in the market. I wanted something quite slim fitting and so forth. Now, as you all know, I mean, these are some of the sheaths that you'll get from Leatherman directly. You know, so it's a leather belt loop type of system. It has its pluses, it has its downsides considerably. It's quite thick and it's not very versatile in regards to you can't take it off your belt, getting in and out of a car and so forth. So you've got that type of style. You can go to other companies like a guy that I've purchased off for quite a few years called Eric from Skins, how do you ever pronounce it? Eric will most likely educate me on that one. And I've had a number of these over the years. So this is my Mondo Shield. I think this is an OG Plus. Now this is my first one I got, and I learned very fast not to get the loop. Again, very hard to get it on and off. These types of cases are great when you're looking at taking more gear with you. So if you want bit extenders, if you want a bit card, if you wanted to not carry a torch in a pocket. The problem I face at the moment with some of these is I've actually upgraded mine to torch flashlight to a Phoenix LD12 from the Phoenix E12, which I've now given to my wife, and it does have difficulty fitting in these holes here, and it does stick out quite a bit up to about here. So like I said, it has its pros and cons in regards to these. I don't work in an environment now that I need to take a lot of gear with me, but I do like to take a multi-tool with me. So a little bit of overkill with these ones, and they are quite a lot bulkier, even more so than this one in regards to its footprint size, if you see that compared to that. But they are so good. I mean, heaps of pockets, heaps of storage. So really, really good in that aspect. Well, what happens if you want something that's a little slimmer, something that can be hidden quite well on you, if you're wearing a long shirt, long jersey, jumper, whatever you call them, and it's winter time, for example, but even in summertime, well, you get one of these. Okay, this is for the Surge. Now, I love carrying the Surge, but as we all know, it has a bit of a weight. Some people just don't see it as belt carry. Some people see it as only backpack or car carry, but you can't beat that. It's just meaty. It fits my hands brilliantly, and I love it. I love carrying it. So with the sheath from R.A.E Gear, is they basically have come up with a way to bend and make these at a reasonable price. I think these are about $25 US. I mean, that's a pretty damn good price, really. Now you've got to understand is when I wanted to go and look at a Kydex version for this, I actually have to send my Surge away. Now, if you guys haven't followed me for a while and you're new to the EDC zone, I live in Perth in Western Australia. Now, that's quite a long way away. I mean, some products I get from the States have to travel up to 12,000 Ks, 16,000 Ks, whatever miles you guys convert that for you, to get to me. And I tell you now, you know, I've got to wait up to three weeks. I think the longest I waited was 8 weeks to get a product in from somewhere, from America. This actually turned up in reasonable time. I was quite impressed with the time frame. You're talking, I think it was 2 weeks from, well, actually less than 2 weeks. It was closer to about 9-10 days or something like that. They're all US materials. It's spring steel belt clip here. It has the one quick finger removal. It is, as they state on their website, the strongest sheath in the market. I'd pretty much agree with that. It's lightweight design. You're only talking about 2 ounces, if that, and it's all corrosion resistant materials. Now they have on their site quite a lot of Leathermans that they do cater for, but in this one here, you basically slip it in the top and then push it all the way down, and you get this nice click. Now, before you ask, can it come out? Well, yeah, look, if you jiggle it around a bit like that, it will start sliding out. Unless you're a rock climbing or doing abseiling and you're upside down, it's not going to come out. You're not going to have worries with it. But how do you get it out? It's really easy. It's just lifting up and it's away. Now, one thing I would stress, and I've done this when it's been on my belt, and I'll try and get some photos or some video of it on my belt to add to this review as well, is when you're sliding it in, be careful you don't go up on an angle, because this will slide under here. And I learned very the first time to make sure it doesn't, because it does take a while to get it out. So make sure you've got it in firmly and slide it through. Now, it doesn't matter which way this is turned around, it fits in perfectly. They've done a brilliant job on it. And when it's on my hip, it doesn't feel like it's the actual weight of the Surge is there. It really just takes and absorbs that quite well. Just bear in mind that, you know, when you get it brand new, you're not going to be able to get it on your belt first go. Okay, it is doing it now because it's going on and off, but there's a lot of tension there, so you might just have to lift it up. Now, one thing that they do is, this one is the 1.5 inch belt clip. They do a 2.25 inch duty belt clips available as well. When you're actually ordering it, you will need to advise them that you want the bigger 2.25 inch duty belt clips. That could be a case that you might be police, you might be in ambulance, military, and you're actually having to carry a lot more gear, and you're having to have the bigger belt or bigger system. So definitely you can ask for a bigger belt clip. Has this meant I've carried my Surge a lot more? Hell yeah. Yeah, I love it. If I'm going on big trips away with the family in the car, carry this all the time. I will have a look at other of these, and other shorter videos as well, just to show you off those ones as well. But this at the moment is the Surge, Leatherman Surge sheath from R.A.E Gear, recognise, assess and execute. So man, I'm so far very impressed with this. It's sturdy as hell, and just so lightweight, and just such a simple design, yet it's just works. Highly recommend it. The only thing I would prefer to have is if this was black, and this was on my hip. I wear a lot of black, even previously when I was working, I'd always wear black. The benefit of having the all black one, of course, it would match in with this, and it would match in with the black, and wouldn't be as noticeable. So unlike the States, here in Australia we have to have a reason why we carry our gear. Hence why a lot of guys will carry their multi-tools in their bags, or deep carry them in the pockets, unless they're in a job where they're on a farm, they're on a ranch, they're on... even some of the mining companies don't allow you to take these up there as well. But if you're in an environment where you're carrying it constantly all the time, and you can explain that to a police officer, you're fine. So most of us will have to carry what they call grey, which is it's on us but not prominent. I've been wearing this as it's winter here in Perth, on my belt with a zipped up jacket or a jersey or a jumper on as well. So it's hidden. Okay guys, well that's just my quick look at this. The links will be below for the website for this and to my review page, where I'll actually have some photos of this on my belt. If you have a look at my Instagram account, which is at the EDC Zone, I've actually taken quite a few photos recently with this on, so you can have a look at there. And yeah, thank you very much.